husband is gone on vacation for about 4 days. So to keep myself busy, I am finally going to tackle my office slash nursery. It's pretty bad right now. I've got a lot to do. There is just stuff everywhere. I don't really know where to start. I think I'm probably just gonna like do some decluttering and go from there. It's going to be a shared space, so there's only going to be so much I can do, but I definitely want it to still have like a nursery feel. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just clean it up and accept the fact that it's going to look worse before it looks better, and just do some general decluttering. I've got a ton of books. Surely I don't need all of them. I have cleared like a little bit of space. There is just like a lot of clutter everywhere, and so this little project is probably going to be like a multiple day thing, which is why I'm doing it while my husband's gone, because a lot of stuff I've already like moved out into the hallway and it's like in the way. So I think what I'm going to do first is just like generally pick up like just stuff to make it a little bit less chaotic, and then I think I'm gonna go through that and declutter, because I want to make this my postpartum caddy and have like the diapers and whatever else I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna do that I'm just gonna start cleaning up and then get to that. I just decluttered my desk. This little pile are things that I need to find homes for, except for that. I actively am reading that. This is trash. This is a giveaway pile. And then that is like storing like personal records. And then that's like more trash. So that is all just for my desk decluttering. So we have so much more to do. I've been taking a lot of breaks, so I'm kind of running out of time. And in a couple hours, I am actually meeting up with my dad to go look at like a condo that he's looking at. So I think the last thing I'm going to try to do is just go through this cart and try to get rid of everything, as in like either donate trash or like find a home for it, because like I said, I need this cart to be my postpartum cart. The worst thing about our tiny little rented house that I'm still very thankful for is trying to find places for everything. Like this pile that I have going on back here, I have no idea where to put it, which is why it was in that little white cart, because we struggle so severely with storage. That little closet right there is supposed to be, you know, the baby's closet. So I've got some of the little baby clothes hanging up, but most of it is storing stuff that I can't get rid of, like all of my art from college, random books, and now I'm gonna hopefully have room for that stuff in there too. Yes, so that is a constant battle that we face in this house, which is why I am decluttering way before the baby gets here, so then I can make as much room as possible for them. This is what we're working with. It is filled, and as of right now, I only have this little spot for the baby's clothes. I do have a little dresser, so I might end up just taking all of the clothes out, but I have got to try to use these little broken supply drawers and like find places for all this crap. Okay, I've actually been doing quite a bit. I didn't film it because I just kind of just got in the zone, but what I did was declutter a decent amount of my books, and my bookshelf used to be right here and I just moved it there. My plan is to get this other bookshelf on this wall, and then I have another one right there that you can't even get to because my desk, so I want to put that one like in the middle, and then the other big one. Hopefully it doesn't block the windows too much, but yeah, that's all I've done. I'm trying to free up this whole wall and then this wall for the nursery. things I think I'm gonna try to do tonight is this corner. This is gonna be a lot of work because it doesn't look like it, but there is so much stuff over there, a bunch of children's books. And I'm going to have to take out all of the books before I can move that shelf because it is way too heavy. And I also am going to take this time to purge some in case there are some like books I just don't need or want. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, but let's do it. I've kind of got all my like baby stuff shoved in this corner right here to try to stay out of the way. I need to get the rocking chair back in here. This shelf also has to move, but I am not doing this tonight. There is just so much stuff. I do not want to deal with this bookshelf. And I don't know what to do with all my little college books. Like, I don't know what to do with my college textbooks. I only kept the ones that pertain to my degree, which is an English degree. So it's like, I don't want to get rid of them, but honestly, they just take up so much room and they're just stacked there. I don't foresee myself using them, but I'm like nervous that what if one day I just wanted to peruse them? I wish I could put them in the little closet, but as you guys saw, there's no room. I just don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, this house is just constant battle of switching things around, but we will persevere. I will figure it out. I also forgot that I have to move this plant. It doesn't look like it's heavy, but it is. That pot that it's in is pretty big, filled with dirt. I have rocks on top, so my cat would stop digging in it and using it as a litter box. So that plant is pretty heavy. I just don't want to push myself too much and like potentially like harm the baby or anything. So I'm a little nervous. Like, I know I can do it, but I've done a lot today, so I don't know. That plant wasn't as hard as I thought. It's getting it back on its little like plate. I have it on here so the water doesn't go all over the carpet. I know I need to get an actual like plastic dish, but this is what I've been using. It's gonna be hard to get it back on this, but I just won't water it until my husband comes home. Like this. I don't need two of these. I don't know why I have two of them. I had an art minor, so I just kept buying a bunch of stuff. So I think I'll donate one of them and keep this one that's nicer. I wonder if this is gonna bother me eventually. These are obviously not matching bookcases. The one over here matches that one. This one does not. And so I'm a little nervous that the fact that this is not flush is going to bother me, but I'm just gonna try it for now. Tomorrow I'm gonna put that one right here. And I'm kind of scared also that it blocking these windows, I'm gonna hate that. So I don't know, we'll figure this out. I'm gonna go through all of my children's books. Obviously I still have some on the shelves too. I'm gonna go through these, make sure there's none that I wanna get rid of, and then put them back on the bookshelf. Well, I moved it there, and I'm trying to imagine the third bookshelf right there, and I don't necessarily hate it, but it's not my favorite. But I have to keep reminding myself that we're just renting this house. This isn't permanent. And while the baby's young, it'll work for now. It's not perfect. And I have so many children's books. It's kind of crazy. And I'm kind of like hating myself that I've like hoarded so many. Like, I have a bunch of like chapter books, but those are like for middle school age. And I'm like kicking myself for buying them already because it's gonna be quite a while before our child will even be able to read them. So yeah, I'm hoping when we move, I can get like another bookshelf and just spread them all out. At this point, I need a whole room dedicated to just books. I'm pretty tired, so I think what I'm gonna do is just like straighten up the room, just like the random stuff in the middle, and call it good for tonight, because I am not messing with that bookshelf tonight. That is going to be a whole job. I have so many like novelty glass stuff, whatever you call them. I have no idea where I'm gonna put them, because I don't know if they're gonna work well when the bookshelf is in front of the window. Like my wedding sign, I'm gonna have to put that up because I don't want that leaning against the window. But guess what? I have nowhere to store that. So that's a problem for another day. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of trying to organize my office / nursery. Today's the day we tackle the dreaded bookcase that I didn't want to. I've got a lot of glass pieces I need to find homes for. Today my dad and I went and bought a crib. I can't get the crib yet because it was the floor model and it's already like built, and I don't have a truck yet, so we're gonna pick that up in a few days. But I really think I'm gonna put the crib against this window because the only other wall, the one behind me, it's gonna be awkward with my desk and the door. So I'm gonna try to make the crib work against this window. I have to make sure it's like safe and everything. The crib has like a back to it, so I'm hoping that'll be okay. But I really want to get this room pretty fixed up, so then when I do pick up the crib, I can just pop it in its place and it'd be good to go. Okay, I have the final bookshelf in its spot. This is definitely not my favorite layout because it is uneven with the windows, and as of right now, that is my only window that I can open. We live in a very old rented house, and all of the other ones are kind of like almost glued shut. And so I am not a fan of having that tall bookshelf right behind it because I think it's going to make it harder and harder to open up that window. But I'm hoping maybe my husband can somehow figure out how to get that one open, and then I won't care. But it's gonna have to do for now. I have to put all the books back on here. I'm gonna go through them and like purge a couple, and I will check back in a little bit. Whew, I'm out of breath. Starting to get pretty overwhelmed with trying to fit everything in here. I really like that setup, but the crib is supposed to go on that wall. The little caddy the white caddy over there, that's gonna go in my room, because that's like gonna be my little postpartum cart. So that'll be gone. But I've got like these random big toys, and granted they don't need to be in here, but I kind of wanted them to be. And then on this open wall is going to be the dresser and the hamper for the baby. I'm just getting, I'm getting pretty overwhelmed, and I'm gonna try to keep going. And I've just got like random piles of books everywhere that I still have to find places for, and I at this point don't have any bookshelf space, and so either I just keep getting rid of books or just have stacks on the floor, which I really don't want to do. Anyways, that's my update. I think I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I took a little break and I feel a bit better. I'm very tired. I didn't think I was personally doing like that much like physical stuff, I guess, like moving things around, but yesterday and today already I'm like dead tired. And I like to say I'm fairly active, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if like moving all those books got to me, but anyways, now that I've had a break, I am going to go and clean the dresser for the room. I got it off Facebook Marketplace. It's been on my porch for a few days just because I'm a little weary of bringing in furniture from people I don't know. So I'm gonna do a thorough cleaning of it, make sure there's nothing gross that I'm bringing in. Okay, full disclosure, it has been a couple days since I first started this project, and I think I'm pretty much done. And also today is really exciting because my dad so graciously bought us a crib, and we should be getting it today, already built because it was a floor model. So, I mean, it kind of sucks because I kind of wanted my husband to build it. You know, it's like a rite of passage. But I'm still just incredibly thankful that my dad decided to buy us it. So I thought I would show you what I've done in preparation for the room. This is the wall that had the big mirror. There's the dresser, the new little hamper, my little rocking chair, and I need like a little blanket rack or a ladder or something for the baby's blankets. The two little ballet decor things I'll probably put in my room, unless it's a girl, then I might keep them in here. Same with like these things. These are like antiques that I will eventually remove. This little table, and I want to sell the lamp, and then this little table I may have to move because the crib is going to go right here, and it may just be too big. So that's probably going to move. That will not be here, and that will move, and then those will move too. But yes, that's where the crib's going to go. And then my bookshelf wall, which I'm actually growing to kind of like. I still don't like how it's off center from the windows, but I'm starting to really not mind it. I've got the children's bookshelf in the middle for easy access. There's Tangerine. Back here, I just got some like random stuff. My little art cubby, and then my desk. So this stuff I'll probably leave. Behind my door is a bunch of workout stuff that I'm gonna have to move. Overall, I'm actually quite happy with how this little half nursery is turning out. I mean, there's some things that I'm gonna probably move around, especially once I get the crib in here and I can actually see. But yeah, I'm excited to find out the gender so I can decorate like this wall and then this wall with like some gender decorations potentially, or I might just keep it super gender neutral and just go along with like the nature renaissance-y theme that I've already got going on for myself. But I'm super excited to get the crib here, and I'm hoping there's still enough room to keep the rocking chair right here and still have it like be comfortable and not too tight. But I am, like I said, very thrilled. I will continue to decorate more, and I'll probably make another video of that because I plan on getting a rug, and yeah, just super excited. So I'm happy this is done. So we got the crib in. It was a little bit difficult. My husband had to take the legs off the crib and take the door off the hinges, but we got it in. It's a little cramped for sure, but I don't mind it because hopefully this is just temporary, and I still maybe am gonna consider moving out my bookshelves into my husband's like little office work area to see if that will give us a little bit more room, but I don't mind it. I'm very happy we have a crib, and I think it's gonna work out great. I do hate that it's not aligned with this window, just like my bookshelves aren't. So I guess it's kind of on theme, but that little table back there, I'm gonna move, and maybe I'll move this like out here. I don't know. And I'll probably put these toys up because the baby doesn't need it for a while, but we have our crib.